Hey guys, and welcome to ComicsBoi, a channel where I take your favorite comic book heroes and give you their latest stories. Today, Superman Rebirth, Multiplicity. This isn't the first Superman Rebirth story, so let me get you caught up. We learn that this is the Superman from before the New 52, similar to Wally West, Titan story coming out later, and he's married to Lois and has a son named John. The first arc is him trying to find out why John is not fully Kryptonian, and then he fights the Eradicator. He then gets trapped in a dinosaur island with John for the second arc. They manage to escape. We then see an arc that includes Bruce Wayne and his son Damian Wayne, which spins off into Super Sons this month. And then we saw him fight some monsters. Now, Multiplicity. The first issue opens up with Clark driving before a different version of Superman. A Russian one from another universe stands in front of the car and says that they're coming. Superman then gets up and helps him. Clark asks what happened, and the other Superman says that something known as prophecy and his gatherers were hunting him for his power. And he read the next target, Kenan Kong, the Chinese Superman. Clark asks how he found him, and he just says there was a blue light and it gave me hope that other Supermen were here. The other Superman is then hit with a ray, and the gatherers come to collect him. Clark begins to ask why they are here, and they say they must complete the list. Clark asks who's on the list, and they say he is on the list, as is another in the continent of Asia. You are not on the list. Clark then asks what happens to them, and the gatherers tell him that the people on the list are consumed. The other Superman, who we find out is from Earth 30, wakes up, and both Supermen begin to get ready for battle. The gatherers say that they must preserve Superman of Earth 30. The other one is insignificant. They then blast a ray onto both Supermen, and grab each one from the back. Both Supermen then use their heat vision and take out the gatherers, and then multiple other heroes come from a multiversal portal. The heroes introduce themselves as the Justice League Incarnate, and the Batman-looking person tells them to hurry. Clark seems confused. The Superman, who is also a president on his Earth, tells Clark that they are a team that defend the multiverse, and then Clark smiles, saying he knows what that is. He then introduces the team. Superman of Earth 23, Mary Marvel like a Shazam of Earth 5, Aquaman of Earth 11, Red Racer of Earth 36, Machine Head of Earth 8. Earth 23 Superman then explains that something has been taking Superman all over the multiverse, and then Clark says that Earth 30 Superman says they're going for Kenan Kong, and then everyone goes to find him. We then see Kenan Kong and the gatherers come to attack him. He punches a few to the ground as they repeatedly chant, "Consume, consume, consume." They then throw a black ball that hits Kenan and covers him up from head to toe. We then see Superman Earth 23 say that the heat signatures for Kenan are gone, and then Clark grabs something from the portal the gatherers are going into, thinking it's Kenan, and then he pulls it out to find out it's a gatherer. He then tells the JLI to find Kenan's heat signature, but then they explain that this is the scary part. When the gatherers take a Superman, the Superman is wiped off the multiverse map. They thank Clark for his help, but then Clark says he's coming to save the Supermen. We then see multiple Supermen trapped in cages, but a guinea pig Superman manages to break free. The next issue opens off in Earth 14 with the Justice League of Assassins fighting off the gatherers. We then hear a voice, and we see the Justice League defeated. Clark is at the headquarters for the JLI, and to clear up all his doubts, tells them what he thinks he knows. They are a multiversal Justice League that deals with problems of all Earths. They say no. They only look at multiversal threats. Each world doesn't need protecting because each world has a league to defend that universe. And then we discover that each member of the JLI is also a member of their Earth's league. We then see everyone raise the question that if they're all supers, why wasn't Clark taken, and why didn't they try to find John Kent or Supergirl? Why only Kenan? We then see that the news of what happened in Earth 14 is given to the JLI, and they find out that the League there is defeated. The Gatherers took someone within 2 seconds. This Superman was the 52nd one they lost. Clark tells the JLI that they can't wait for attacks. They need to take each and every Superman off their Earth before it's too late. We then see Clark and the JLI move from Earth to Earth, trying to find every Superman in the multiverse. Some accepted what was happening and agreed to join them, while others had to be fought to take the Supermen and keep them in their protection. We then see every Superman at the headquarters discussing ways to defeat Prophecy until Clark comes up with one. They have to lose. Later, a lot of Supermen think the plan is ridiculous, but they all agreed to it. And with so many Supermen in one place, everyone was bound to come. And then multiple Supermen enter a zone, and then the figure hunting for them is about to arrive, until Clark sends all of them to the Justice League headquarters. The figure hunting Superman asks who Clark is, and Clark replies by saying, "I am Superman." We then see the Prophecy easily defeat Clark without batting an eye, and then put him into a cell. We see Prophecy talk to Clark, wondering why Clark wasn't on the list, and Clark asks, why is he doing this? The Supermen protect their worlds. And then Prophecy says there's a threat coming to his world, and he needs the power from every single Kryptonian to stop it. Superman says, but how about other worlds? The Supermen save those worlds, their worlds. Prophecy says he'll save them later. So you're going to be the savior of the universe? Clark asks. Yes, I am. You're always destined to lose if you say that. Prophecy throws Superman into a grave full of other Supermen. We then see that the other Supermen are back with the rest of the JLI, and all of them wonder why they just left the Earth 1 Superman alone. And then they see a hologram of a ship that the Supermen were in, singing. They realize there is no way that they can make a beacon to get there. It took ages to make the last one, and then the Red Racer said they should probably get started then. And he begins to run off to start building. Earth 23 Superman comes up to the Red Racer and says he can't do this. It would take away a lot of energy and potentially even kill him. But he says that Clark is counting on them and they need to save him. We then see Keenan arrive in the grave with Superman, and the other Supes tell them they must work or the others will kill them. We then see Clark and Keenan meet for the first time and discuss life in general, until a gatherer decides they aren't doing enough work and shoots a blast. Superman tells the other Supermen why he's here, then they all begin to understand they must break free and save the multiverse. But Keenan asks how they will break free, and Clark says there are other Supermen coming to break them free. Because, right now, Prophecy kinda took their powers. We then see Red Racer assembling the contraption and moving at a speed so fast that when he's done building, the Red Racer is dead. Earth 23 Superman, in grief, says that the JLI will stay here and protect the multiverse from future threats, while the super folks must follow the music to find the other Supermen and defeat Prophecy. We then see the Supermen begin to get their powers back from when Prophecy took them, and every Superman on Earth begins to attack Prophecy. Prophecy begins to fall as every super punches the lone Sentinel. They find out that Prophecy's hand has all their powers, so they begin to rip it off and give every Superman their lost powers back. Prophecy then teleports away after he's defeated, and we see President Superman shake hands with Clark and bring him the sad news that the Red Racer has sacrificed himself to save the supers, and that now they must each take the supers home. It was Red Racer's final wish, starting with Clark and Keenan. We then see in China, Clark and Keenan are talking about being a Superman. We then see a hooded figure talk to Prophecy and how this time, his time was wrong, and his method was unsound. That's the end for Superman Multiplicity, guys. Let me know if you enjoyed this arc. Personally, I felt it was one of the better Rebirth arcs. There's so many good ones. This one's one of the top. Superman Rebirth in general has been amazing. Maybe sometime when I get time, I'll bring you every single Rebirth story from Superman. But right now, that's not happening. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, check the schedule down below. Check the other video that went up, Old Man Logan, Bordertown. I don't know which one's coming first. And by the way, the schedule down below, although there is a date, that just means I prioritize those videos over that one. It doesn't mean there's an actual date, because my Wi-Fi is pretty slow, so there's no guarantee that you get the video at that time. But they will all definitely be out before next weekend. Champions is not happening at all because it's not worth it. And let me know what videos you guys want to see in the comment section down below, because I don't really have that much planned for next week. All I have is a Steve Rogers story and an Old Man Logan story. So let me know what you guys want. Subscribe if you're new, which most of you probably will be. Like the video, and see ya!